wanted additional context. Any thoughts on Paul Pierce saying that women 30 and over are cooked?
Uh, my first thought when men say that is just because women 30 and over typically cost more money. They have more bills, mortgages, more things that men have to buy outside
Kids,
of shoes and
they
purses.
got
So I
kids
think
too.
that's one thing that a lot of men don't like. But I don't think women over 30 are cooked to men because most men have said they've lost their virginity to an older woman. I know a lot of men who like older women. These YNs love these 30 plus women. So, and I know he was married and she definitely was well over 30 while they were married at one point. So I think it's just content. Men say a lot of things, but women over 30, y'all they're still getting bussed down. They're still getting flown out.
But that's the thing. They're getting bust down. They're getting flown out. But are they getting married? No. If their goal is to get bust down and get their chicks clapped by an NBA superstar, okay, that's different. But if they're looking for marriage, but they're not getting the marriage, but they're getting their chicks clapped, so what's the end goal again?
Not the point.
I don't know what the point is then. How are they cooked when they're still being like they're
No one wants
probably
you
put
to
more on
take
a
care of
pedestal
yourself
by
before age
men
shit and
more
marry you.
than younger women are.
That's not true. That's not true. They're
How
cooked. That's all
not?
they're,
Like
they're, they're that's all they're good for is to stick our fucking penises in. That's it. That's it.
but
That's what he means by
y'all
cook.
feel that about women in general. What
They're
is
cooked.
it that makes
No
a
one wants to
30-year
marry
old
an
cooked?
old. You're old. Your vagina is worn out. Your body parts
You
are
y'all
sagging
can't
north, south.
Damn.
y'all can't say that because
What?
you got plastic surgery these days. You got women with
We
no
can't
kids
What?
in
say
their
we can't say
20s
that.
who look like they've had children and they've never had a child before. You have these 18-year-olds, you got girls in high school getting bust down, getting trains run on them. So I don't know how y'all could say that they're not ran through, but everybody else is.
Yeah, but the chances are that a woman who's older has been in more relationships than a younger woman because she has met so many more men. She has been approached by more men. She has interacted with more men. The chances are she has been on Earth longer, so most likely she has been with more men. That's the whole point. It's not because are there younger women who are really getting their chicks clapped left and right, for sure, but what's the probability?
Y'all got to make it
Well,
make sense
y'all
a
are
little
ran
bit
through
more.
because
In the
y'all are all
2025s,
whores.
in the 2025s, I think it like it's just a played out. It's funny, I guess, but y'all don't practice what y'all preach. Women in their 30s is still getting motion from men. You got a woman in her 40s busting out a baby for a 20-something-year-old millionaire, multi-millionaire. So
Yeah, but she's not
another
getting
one
married.
pregnant by a
Ano-
multi-millionaire basketball player
Another
that's
one, another
over
one,
30.
another one,
It ain't stopping nothing.
another
These
one.
women over
Well,
30,
you
they
you you always go to the rich people anomalies to prove your point, and it doesn't.
it's
That's not how it
older.
works.
We are seeing an
This
increase of women
and,
in their
and mass,
40s
this ain't
having a
happening.
baby for the first time. So
And
that age ain't
mass, this ain't
stopping nothing.
happening.
Women
And
in their
mass, this
30s
ain't
and
happening.
40s are still having children. Somebody busting them
They're not getting
down.
married.
Yeah, they're not getting married. They're getting bust down for sure. They're becoming single moms. Okay, but is that the goal? Now, if those women come out and say the goal is for me to be a single mom, the goal is for me is to get a young, basketball player who's rich to have a baby with him, because we're not saying they don't look good. We are talking about marriage. What's the end goal? If the end goal is for them to get their chicks clapped, okay, then Mali is right. But if their end goal is to get married, then clearly they're not getting what they want.
They're not getting
How
married.
are you gonna say they're not getting married? There's a lot of women in their 30s and 40s that are married and having kids.
Not getting married past 30 is what he's saying.
These younger girls are not getting
And
married.
mass.
I mean, y'all just have to substantiate y'all argument outside of just
Well, you
not
have
liking
to. You're just
females
saying it
because
ain't
they
happening. You don't
females
got.
and y'all
You
aren't
don't have no
females.
point. You just say it ain't happening or it is happening. You don't
From
substantiate
a
your
woman's
argument ever.
perspective, I don't see a woman being 30 plus. I don't see that being a deal breaker for y'all at all in any way. That's all.
Yeah, because very few things are deal breakers for men, especially because the average guy really struggles to even get a date with a woman. You know, sure, he may get like 10 matches on a dating app, but that doesn't mean they're going to give him a date. So what men have to do, unfortunately, is to really lower their standards. As she said, yes, even if she has 2 kids, all the talk about single moms, that the truth is most guys deal with single moms because that's the best they can do. If they had a choice not to have a single mom, they would. So yes, very few things are deal breakers for men. So even women who are 30 or 35 or 40, men are going to go for it. If that's the best he can do, he's going to go for it. But if you pulled him to the side and you're like, hey, bro, is your dream girl really a 45-year-old single mom? Most men will say, no, bro, no. But hey, this is what I can do for now.
They getting paid. I'm sorry, these other women are getting paid, and every woman 30, I've heard they always say life is way better for them. Women in their 40s always say they say life is way better for them than it was in their 20s and 30s. So
Then why are
maybe
women
it's
like?
men
Why are
that
y'all
hit
the
the
most?
wall after 30.
Why
Maybe
are
it's
women the
y'all, and
most people that get evicted?
y'all just try
Why
to
are women the
project it
most
off
people that
on
get evicted if
women.
they have all these men paying for
Y'all
them?
can't even hold on to y'all
Why are the
hairline
ones
after y'all
getting
20s.
foreclosed on? They're getting evicted, but you have all these men paying for them. Why is that the case?
Good
It's one
question.
thing if you have a strong, independent woman. I'm not talking about them. Some women choose that life.
The numbers
I'm just
say
saying,
women
a
get
woman being
ousted from
30
their homes
plus.
more than men, but according to Molly, they're all getting paid for by somebody.
Mm-hmm. Good
I didn't say
thing.
they were all getting paid for. I'm just saying it's not stopping nothing. Y'all are still busting them down. Y'all are still doing stuff for them.
Yeah, but that's the point. They're just getting bust down.
I
Well,
ain't
No
so
see, and
marriage.
trust me, I was just out in Detroit not too long ago. This lady was in her 50s. I heard her talking. This boy was 20 something. He was trying to bust her down.
Because he doesn't have the what it takes to have younger women. They see older women as easy. That's why they go for them. I don't understand how she cannot understand this.
He was
yeah, so
excited
the
about it.
thing,
Or getting
but
having sex.
well,
Not what he's
wait,
talking about.
yeah,
It
yeah.
don't matter. It
Getting
doesn't
bust.
matter.
Did
How
Oh
can
yeah.
you cook
Pierce
though if
say
y'all still
married?
having sex with
Wait,
him?
I don't think he
wait.
said married though. Did he say married? I'm just
You
trying to
also
say
didn't listen to the whole thing, did you know?
that
What you
I'm
so mad
asking a
for,
question. Why
Quentin?
are you
Why you so
mad?
I'm
mad?
just saying you
I
can't
just
say you
said
didn't say nothing. You didn't listen to the whole
Quentin.
thing.
I
Let's
just
go,
said I
Q.
didn't
Get
hear
him. Get
him
him,
say
Q.
married. Did he say married? So if you heard it, why can't you
Go
just say
listen to the
I
whole
heard
thing,
the whole thing?
Carrie. Carrie, go
Oh,
listen to the whole thing.
well, or
No,
you
just
did
tell
you
her.
listen to it? If he said
Just
if
tell
he was
her.
talking
He
about
was
married
talking
people,
about marriage, not just having sex. When we have these conversations about women getting old, it's always about getting married. It's not about just fucking you guys, because all you motherfuckers always ever say is, I've been engaged 3 times. Nigga, we ain't talking
Facts.
about that. We talking about motherfucking getting married. That's what we always talking about.
Facts.
Not every
Q's
woman
going
Stop
wants to
off.
being
get
oblivious.
married, Quentin. Not every
who's being
woman aspires
oblivious?
for marriage.
Yeah, but even the women who claim they don't aspire for marriage, they don't come out in huge numbers saying, I aspire to get my cheeks clapped just for the sake of it. I aspire to get my cheeks clapped by one guy, by 10 guys every year. So what is it? What do they aspire for then? If they don't aspire for marriage, what do they aspire for? Becoming single moms? That could be true. I'm seeing, videos these days. I've done some videos where women are championing other women to become single moms. So maybe that is it.
You
And
just
then it's like
ran.
y'all be in y'all 20s and 30s as males taking blue chews and honey packs because
Well,
That
y'all
has
can't
so
get
nothing to do with the
erections.
topic.
well,
And y'all want to talk about
How do you
old.
know
well,
that?
hold on,
How do you know that in
Y'all
real life
love
it
making
can happen?
commercials and talking
hold on,
about it
wait.
on the internet.
Molly, the only
Y'all can't get
problem
them
with what you're
dangalangs
saying,
up, but y'all want
wait,
to talk about a 30-year-old.
Molly, the only problem with what you're saying is this is low key advocating for women. We just talked about this for women to one, go to the highest bidder, two, be treated like prostitutes. Like,
How?
be,
I
yes,
didn't
it
advocate
is.
for that.
It is though, because Quentin is saying, like, hey, a dude will bust you down, but he won't wife you.
You don't know that
So
women.
wait.
Y'all gotta get off the
You
internet. In
got to you
reality,
gotta let
women
me
are getting
land,
married in their
but
30s
you
and
gotta
40s.
let me land though too. You gotta let me land. I haven't said anything about this.
She's not
The
gonna let you
problem
learn,
is,
bro.
like, you can't make it seem like just because a dude will bust a woman down, that is favorable for a woman.
Facts.
That's not favorable for a woman because a woman's priority and her job is to secure a man. That's what she's supposed to be doing. She's supposed to secure the man. When they just knocking her off and they're using her and they just knocking her off and kicking her away, they are cooked.
Facts.
So he's right in that aspect.
How do
Where
know that's
you're
what's
right in that.
happening?
Wait, hold on, Molly. Hold on. Where you're right in the aspect of dudes not having dick discipline and just going and knocking off a bunch of random females that they have no, they don't give a fuck about them. And then they getting diseases and stuff like that. In that aspect, you're right. Using too many because they probably having too much sex, using blue chews at a young age. That's fucked up, man. They shouldn't be doing that shit. They watching too many commercials or experimenting, listening to, going into the Diddy files, whatever they doing. They shouldn't be doing that shit because they.
He's right, because at the end of the day, what's the objective for women over 30? Is it marriage? Is it single moms? Becoming a single mom? Because they're celebrating becoming single moms these days. They don't want anything to do with men. Is it getting their chicks clapped? You know, but we know majority of women want to secure a guy, at least one guy. You know, so for Mali to say because their chicks are getting clapped that they're winning, that's different. And for her to say they're getting money from men who are clapping their chicks, that's also, I don't know how she sees that as a win. But what do you guys think about that? Link down below to Anton Daniels After Hours channel.